I used to say something that used to be on my bucket list, which I wanted to actually like give a speech at E3, like present my game at E3 and be like the speaker there. Let's just say that probably isn't gonna work out, because one, it's something that so few people get to do. You know, certain amount of it is just being within that ecosystem. But the other thing is that like they don't do E3 anymore, to my understanding. Then they closed it down, or not closed it down, but they don't really like host that anymore. So that might be a bit of a problem. But I think my next goal when it comes to that, which is why I would want to run a game studio, is I want to release a game on either the PS4 or the Xbox, the PlayStation or the Xbox. That would be my goal. And I don't know, unless you're Thomas Brush or the guy who made Stardew Valley, I feel like that's not really attainable if you're by yourself. So want to do that. That's more of a long-term goal. And I'll tell you really quick, it's just something that's important in my own life. It's important to have a short-term goal and a long-term one. Short-term one is it gives your life purpose every single day. But a long-term one is something where you can actually like measure your progress in like weeks and months. You know, it's gameplay loops. I'm not sure if anybody will get that reference, but you have your shorter gameplay loops and your longer gameplay loops. It's important to have that in your life, you know? Anyway. You gotta get XP. You know, you gotta train up your skills. You gotta upgrade your physical fitness by like +2 every once in a while. But yeah, so I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, I think Game Studio would be good. I always like I always like the studio name, Storyteller Games. And then one of my favorite games was came from Telltale Studios. It's called the Walking Dead series. And I really think there's like I really want another game like that. Now if you're unaware, it's like a choose your own adventure sort of game. The inherent problem with that is that like no matter what you choose, like you're gonna get like one of two endings. So it's like, does your choices even matter? And the thing is, I am not entirely sure how to fix that. I guess you just make a bigger game, but like, you know, if you're just starting out, you know, that's gonna be tough. But I did have a unique game mechanic. Unique like game. It basically combines two games. It combines Telltale with XCOM, basically. And I'm forgetting a lot of the details right now, but essentially the idea is, imagine you go out with your squad and you choose one to go out with the mission with. And when you go out on this mission, right, you know, maybe you go and just hang out, have a good time. Like, I can't remember it off the top of my head. I feel like I came up with this like a year ago. But the basic idea is like, you can like your XCOM squad, like you choose like through several, like you go to like different story missions, and based off of like what happens in the mission, and like let's say somebody dies, because it would always be permanent death, you'd have to continue without that person. And like maybe there's personal relationships that are at stake. So if you get one of your squad members killed, you know, like maybe another one hates you, you know, and you can demonstrate that through some of the more Telltale story type aspects. I feel like you might be able to have like cutscenes between like combat encounters, or maybe in between, like actually in the combat encounters, like, you know, let's say you open a room and like inside is somebody being held hostage, right? And you have to make a choice, but let's say, you know, that person happens to be somebody else that you forgot to save, like one of the previous missions. Let's say it was more drama where I don't know, it's something like that. And always thought that was a good idea. Like I go for what game I would like to have, like what game I would like to play, because I don't know, that would be tough, because that would be like kind of 2.5D and also 3D. And I have experience in 2D and 3D. I don't have much experience with grids, but you know, there's actually a tutorial out there about how to do that on Udemy. I forget the guy's name, but there's a tutorial on how to do like a XCOM type combat system on Udemy, which I'll probably do someday. Well, not someday, like as soon as I finish up a couple things I need to get going with, I'm gonna do that. Just because right now, like, it's school, and then, which takes a lot of time for me at least. School, and I have to go to the gym every day, and then I have this other thing I'm working on that it takes up a lot of time. So have that all going, but no, it's good. It's good to have a long-term goal. You know, I was talking with my a couple of my family members. I asked, I think, 4 people. And this has nothing related to games actually, but I asked 4 people in my life. I said, hey, do you know anybody in your 20s or 30s that own a house? Like any of your friends or anybody? And I know a lot of people at work, because I work with people for a living, and parking employee. And all 4 of them said, no, we don't know anybody that owns a house at 20 or 30 years old. And that's wild to me. Just, I don't know. You know, it's like, you know, it's something that, you know, it's like, it's good. You know, it's like you want to plan out your future, but to a certain extent, there's some things you can't control, you know. So only thing I have planned, which is that I want to save up a lot of money, or as much money as I could, and put that in the S&P 500, so like in 10 years I could have a possibility of, you know, getting a place. Again, 10 years, long time horizon here. But anyway, I just thought it was interesting though. Somebody brought that up, and I've been asking people that question. But I guess the new pay raise is gonna come in clutch though, you know, if we end up getting it at Disney. And I might have to start picking up more hours, hanging out with the homies a bit more. But yeah, I think I'll cut it off right there, and we'll see you next time when I end up shooting another video. Probably maybe a couple days, maybe. I don't know.